39-year-old Edison Herman was helping a woman in the raging floodwaters when he was swept away Sunday night. Mother Nature's wrath was unforgiving over the weekend. For a second time in just 2 years, fast-moving floodwater tore through the streets of the historic district, taking with it anything in its path. Today, residents and business owners were allowed in to collect their belongings before the area is closed off for reconstruction. For some, it was a first look at just how destructive Sunday's disaster was. WJZ has a team of reporters covering the situation. Devin Bartolotta's live in Ellicott City with today's tragic news and the long recovery ahead. Devin?
Mary, it certainly is a sad day here at Ellicott City. Just moments ago, Vice President Mike Pence tweeted about Edison Herman, calling him a hero, saying that he sends his condolences and prayers to his family. Many people here at Ellicott City are sad and frustrated as yet another major flood cleanup begins. A city coping with the loss of its livelihoods, now grieving the death of a soldier. Sergeant Eddie Herman, a National Guardsman and Air Force veteran, was found dead in the Patapsco River Tuesday. He was washed away by rising flash floods in Ellicott City Sunday night while trying to help a woman in need. The tragedy of his death comes as residents and business owners made their way back to decimated Main Street for the first time.
There's destruction everywhere. It's just everything that I purchased is gone. There's no insurance. There's no way I can get that money back. It's just gone.
Just be careful. There's a lot of debris. We've cleaned the street pretty well.
WJZ had access to the emotional homecoming. Many of the historic storefronts repaired only 2 years ago during the last massive flood are now unrecognizable. Windows are shattered, inventory is washed from shelves, stairs and sidewalks have crumbled. This is as far as officials say we can safely walk. The roads here on the east side of Main Street and the buildings here have the worst amount of structural damage, and some business owners here say it's just not worth it to rebuild.
It's incomprehensible that it's going to happen again. And what's going to stop it? Nothing.
As a massive flood cleanup effort begins, many wonder if Ellicott City can bounce back a second time.
This is not something that should have happened again, but obviously nature has its own power and you just have to deal with it sometimes.
Many of us witnessed Ellicott City's amazing comeback the last time this happened. 90% of businesses on Main Street were back up and running within a year, but some business owners have already said they cannot afford to do that again. They're going to hang it up, so we may not see that same percentage of a comeback this time. Reporting live, I'm Devin Bartolotta for WJZ.
Devin, thank you. Let's check in with George Solis now, live in Baltimore County, near where crews found the body of Sergeant Edison Herman, nearly 48 hours after he was swept away. George.
Well, condolences have been pouring in from across the country, just like you heard from Devin, from Vice President Mike Pence to the governor. Now, earlier this afternoon, I did speak with the family of Edison Herman, who says they are understandably grief-stricken and they are in the midst of now planning funeral for him. But really, at this time, they are just grateful for the support that has come from this community.
Chopper over the section of the Patapsco River where Howard County Police have now confirmed they found the body of Maryland Army National Guardsman Sergeant Edison Herman. A frantic search for Herman, who is also a U.S. Air Force veteran, began after being reported missing in the aftermath of Sunday's flash flooding in Ellicott City. Authorities say they found Herman's body just across the Baltimore County line. WJZ speaking by phone with his Aunt Nina Cooper, who says they spent the day together on Saturday, one day before the flooding.
We were glad that we got a chance to spend just a moment with him before all of this, this tragedy took place.
She says the loss is unbearable, but says the support from the community hasn't gone unnoticed.
To see him and now he's gone, it is a shock. It is a shock, but wow. The love and support from the community, it's amazing.
The 39-year-old from Severn, known as Eddie, was last seen in the area of La Palapa restaurant on Main Street, reportedly helping a woman rescue her cat.
He, along with some other folks, went back to assist her, and unfortunately during that effort, they saw him go under the water and not surface.
Our media partner, the Baltimore Sun, now reporting he may in fact have been actually trying to rescue the woman herself.
He's not the kind of guy who's going to sit around and watch something happen.
One of Herman's close friends telling WJZ he's a man who often sported the Superman logo and was a big family man. His aunt telling WJZ Herman is survived by his teenage son and mother, all of them grieving but grateful for some sense of closure.
It would have been him first to spring into action, I mean, I could go on all day. He was just that guy, that go-to guy.
And really your heart goes out to the family. Now, the Maryland Army National Guard also issued a statement about the loss, writing, "There are no words to adequately describe our sense of loss," and that he bravely risked his life to assist a fellow citizen during the flooding in Ellicott City. Live in Ellicott City, George Solis reporting for WJZ.
George, thank you. It is a hard blow to business owners who, for some, lost everything for a second time. Tonight, there's doubt as to whether it's worth it to rebuild historic Ellicott City after flooding ravaged the area for a second time in 2 years. Kimberly Eaton joins us now nearly 72 hours later, and those who live and work in the disaster zone are finally getting a look at all the damage. Kimberly?
And Mary, some people were trapped inside their homes and businesses as the water rose. So they say they knew what they were coming back to, but others had no idea what they would find until they set foot on Main Street today. 4 wheels in. Then 10 minutes to grab and go. The clock ticking for those who live and work on Main Street as they got a first look at the damage Tuesday and possibly the only chance to carry out their belongings for who knows how long.
Because the last time we couldn't get in for 7 weeks.
Memories still fresh for business owners like Marianne Medeiros, now living it all over again. The flash flooding Sunday tore away the bottom of her salon brick by brick. You might think she's one of the lucky ones, but she says her business will be forced to close while the street stays shut down.
Our front steps, of course, were gone, but it's not a matter of that. It's a matter of getting back into town again. So, I don't know.
For business owners willing to take a third chance on Ellicott City, county and state leaders have promised help to clean and recover. Jason McMillan says his record store will be one of them.
My inventory is completely waterlogged and covered in mud and whatever, but salvaging what I can.
He knew the damage would be catastrophic. McMillan sheltered inside as water raged outside, debris dangerously piled and pushing in.
We had to break through a wall on the upper level, and then they kind of got us out through a building that was next to ours.
He won't say it, but he saved lives. Now he wants to help save businesses, telling WJZ his priority will be rebuilding with neighbors. A lesson he says he learned in the 2016 floods that no one could have predicted would come full circle so quickly.
It's what I wish I would have done last time.
And the county does have a resource center up and running to help those people hardest hit with everything from finding a place to stay to replacing some vital documents that could have been lost, like birth certificates, and that is happening at the 50 Plus Center on Frederick Road. For now, reporting live in Ellicott City, I'm Kimberly Eaton for WJZ.
Kimberly, thank you.